First, I want to say a big thank you to all of you. My little YouTube channel has hit 400 subscribers, and who knows, maybe we'll hit 500. Hello everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. I'll be honest, I didn't actually think that this day would come. 100,000 subscribers? I thought I would make this video to say a huge thank you to you. Yes, you, the person who is watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, and being a part of the Team Recorder community, who has made this possible, who has come with me on this journey, who is listening to my sentimental ramblings. Thank you. A lot of you I've met in real life, or we've become friends online, and I've seen you all getting to know each other and forming this community that is so special to me. And for me, the absolute most important and motivating thing about making these videos is when one of you gets in contact and says, hey, because of Team Recorder, I've discovered or rediscovered music, or found confidence, or found joy in playing. That's just so special, and I'll never not be grateful that I can do this and that you want to listen. So I thought it would be fun to take a little trip down memory lane and see Team Recorder's journey from 0 to 100,000 subscribers. And not only that, but I have, of course, a giveaway for you where you can win a recorder, amongst other stuff. So stay tuned for the end of the video. I'll tell you all about how you can enter. So let's start our little trip down memory lane. I actually activated this YouTube account 8 years ago, and this was my very first video. It's a concert performance of Jeffery by Luciano Berio, which is my favourite piece on the recorder. And this big concert hall, it was like a major career milestone for me, and they made a video. I was so proud. I've no idea why I wore that frumpy cardigan. I remember putting it on at the last minute. It's actually quite similar to this. Never mind. So that's what my channel started as, just basically a kind of portfolio place where I could park videos from my concerts, or ones that were part of my assignments when I was studying. Wasn't actually trying to get any followers. So these were videos that all when I was a student at the conservatory in Amsterdam, really into contemporary music and being experimental and being a student. In 2015, I did a residency with my recorder trio Axolot and 3 composers we know, and I made a little vlog of this residency. Making this vlog was so much fun. I shot it with this ancient handheld camcorder. The sound was bad, the picture was bad, and something in my brain was like, I started searching YouTube for materials on the recorder to see what there was out there, and to be honest, there was basically nothing. I wanted to make this information about the recorder and classical music more freely available to the public, make it more accessible, not only to people that go and study in an expensive institution. For my first video, I chose the subject of circular breathing. Hello everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. Push air out using your cheeks at the same time as breathing in through your nose. I'm doing this in the hope that I can edit some text here, but bye! My entire budget at the start was €10. I went out and bought a phone stand for a tenner. I was filming at the time on my iPhone and I edited it in iMovie. As you can see, I'm just sitting on my bed with no extra lighting, and I'm talking really softly and shyly. Because I was lucky enough to jump in that gap in the market, I think, a lot of people were like, oh my god, recorder videos, and started subscribing. All of my first videos tended to be tutorials on advanced recorder techniques. This was very much in my comfort zone. It's something that I felt comfortable teaching. I was also thinking, if I teach the weird things, then no one can shout at me for getting it wrong. I did this video on the Petzold recorders. And out of this, it's brought about a years-long partnership with the wonderful people at Petzold by Kunat, who, spoiler alert, are sponsoring this video. Is this going to break continuity if I take off my jacket? I'm so warm. Okay, breakthrough moment. These are the things you will hear all the time as a recorder player. So we've been having these lessons for a while. When will she be able to progress to a real instrument? The first time I'd done like a meme, funny video, and immediately the views on my channel went like, poof. It's funny looking back now because I was so nervous making it. If I watch this video back now, my acting is a little bit cringy, but you know what? I don't mind. Classical music has enough people being eminent and important. And after this video, I made some more funny ones like 10 types of recorder players and 10 types of music teachers. They always brought a smile to people's faces. There's one very non-exciting video that I would just like to highlight because it was important for me. That is how to learn vibrato. Up until that, I'd only chosen topics that I felt very comfortable talking about. And vibrato was something more abstract. I didn't really know how to explain it. I was worried about getting it wrong or not historically informed enough. And this kind of opened a door, and afterwards there's a lot more subjects that in the beginning I didn't feel qualified to teach, but I find that, you know, if I actually just put the work and the research in, I can do it. Are you ready for something? Take a look at these two videos side by side. Yes, I got a camera! After a year, I replaced my old phone with a proper camera that I want to show you now, but I'm filming with it. It took me a year to save up for it, and I'm so glad I did. Then, after a year and 4 months, we were at 5,000 subscribers! At that point, it became my lifelong goal to get to 10,000. This happened 5 months later. At this point, I also launched my Patreon. A second very important transition was this one. After a few complaints about headaches from you guys, I painted this room over a more restful colour. One of my students at the time, hi Natasha, if you're watching, said to me, why is it called Team Recorder? It's not a team, it's only you. Oh shit, yeah. I mean, you guys are also in my team, but Natasha was right. One thing I did was launch The Profiles, my mini-series where I film interviews with other professional recorder players, and we've had amazing guests like Lucy Horsch and Eric Bosgraaf, and I still can't believe this happened, Michaela Petri. I just had a lot of fun making carrot recorders with recorder maker Tim Cranmore. Then I published what has become my most popular video from an idea I thought so stupid that no one will watch it. How to play all the notes on the recorder. I literally just went through each note going D, E flat. But you know what? It's a really important resource. So we're a couple of years down the line now. I'm producing a lot of content. And my audience is getting bigger, and something that I've always since tried to do is strike a balance between very in-depth / nerdy topics and more light popular topics. We'll have nerdy videos on the physics of tuning or the details of Baroque ornamentation, and then more popular / clickbaity things like top 10 recorder mistakes or how to play the Harry Potter theme. I'd just like to say, when I film top 10 recorder mistakes, I had extreme morning sickness. I was so sick. You don't even know. More on that later. October 2017, I've been going for nearly 2 years. I launched the Team Recorder web shop. Did you say pencils?
I did say pencils.
Oh my god. There are also Team Recorder pencils. Some things went really well. All of my stationery sold out. You really like the sheet music. The online courses went like, t-shirts and bags, not so much. It's really interesting to see what people really want and what they don't want, and it's teaching me a lot about business. 2.5 years into Team Recorder, 2018, momentous life change. So as you can see, I'm currently rather pregnant. I had my daughter Bodil, who is now 2 years old and an extremely wonderful and energetic toddler. I knew that I didn't want to stop doing Team Recorder. I also knew that it was going to be very tricky to make and publish videos with a newborn baby. So I spent the weeks of my maternity leave before giving birth making a long video series called Recorder Basics. At this point, there hadn't been much for beginners on my channel. I tended to go for the more advanced stuff, and I wanted to provide a concise foundation. Now, parenting and motherhood isn't a focus of this channel. The recorder is always the focus, but you know, it affects my life because I'm a working parent musician. So I've done videos on pregnancy as a freelance musician, parenting as a freelance musician, just basically the advice that I would have wanted to have. In the beginning, Bodil occasionally popped up in videos because when she was tiny, I used to just have her here at my feet when I was filming. As she's gotten bigger and more energetic, that's not possible anymore. So we're at a point, Team Recorder's about 3 years old, and in the meantime, I've gotten to know an amazing worldwide community of recorder players. I've been lucky enough to be invited to some amazing places and work with some great musicians and artists, and of course I also vlogged it for Team Recorder. So I took you with me to Brazil, and when I was in England filming for the BBC, and we've also been to Singapore and America and New Zealand, and I don't want Team Recorder to only show this room or the music scene in the Netherlands. I want to show more of the diversity of the recorder world worldwide, and that's something I'm committed to improving on this channel. I couldn't do a Team Recorder review without mentioning John!
Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm a saxophone player. Squeak, 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 honk, honk, ow.
Contrary to John's opinion, bourrée does not mean butter, but it's actually a kind of Baroque dance. This is from his suite for lute. Oh god. John, where are we headed to?
Diddle. Diddle.
John is my husband. Wonderful, and I think you guys like him as much as I do. So this brings me up to the last few months. In April, I launched Level Up Your Playing, a 4-week online course, and it was a huge success. I did it immediately again in May with a new group of people. I found it really important that I continue to publish these free videos every week for everyone, but I wanted to make online courses in order to offer the things that I can't offer in a video. That includes a longer lesson trajectory, personal contact with me and feedback, and stay tuned because a lot more courses are coming. So in the last couple of months, 2 big breaks have happened for Team Recorder. The first was 2-set violin. Brett and Eddie made a video about the recorder, I made a response, they made a response, we entered some kind of response matrix, and hi to all the people who came here because of 2-set. Then, a couple of weeks ago, Davey504, a bassist with 7 million subscribers, made a video with me in it. And then I responded to it.
OMG.
So, hi everyone who's here because of Davey. First, it's so nice to get in contact with other music YouTubers, to have this community not only with the viewers but with the makers as well. Second, with each of these videos I saw my subscribers go like, This is why we hit 100,000 a lot sooner than I anticipated. If you're here because of either of those videos, I'll warn you, as you've seen, I make nerdy recorder content. I hope you enjoy it. As a last thing, I was wondering what have been my favourite videos that I've made. I'm really proud of my video on Fun Ache. I just really like the whole structure of this video, its balance of information and tips and demonstrating things and reflection. I try to hold my other videos to that standard. And my all-time favourite video I like to watch is the one where me and John made bagpipes out of recorders. I thought it would work and it would be inspiring.
It did work.
I'm realising it's 3 years later, I'm wearing the same t-shirt and the same hairdo. What have I learned from 4.5 years on YouTube? The things that you think you are not capable of doing in the beginning, you are capable of if you just keep learning. I have learned that the recorder community is more widespread and larger than I ever thought possible. And also, no matter how weird or nerdy or strange your hobby is, there will be a like-minded community out there. And the future of Team Recorder, of course. I'm going to be here every week providing the content that you want to see. I'm going to get a Final Cut Pro. I still use iMovie. Have I missed anything? Probably. Time for a giveaway! We are super lucky to have this giveaway sponsored by the wonderful people at Petzold by Kunat. They have sent me not one but 3 classy pro recorders in cherry wood. These are beautiful quality recorders aimed at advanced level amateurs. They have a larger bell which gives a larger sound, and cherry wood has a really nice sound but it's also very light. So there's going to be 3 winners. Along with this recorder you're also going to get a Team Recorder t-shirt and a bag and a copy of my album. To enter you have to do 2 things. The first is subscribe to my mailing list at the link in the description. Second is to leave a comment with a video idea you would like to see on Team Recorder in the near future. 1 week I'm going to look at all the people who have signed up to the mailing list and I'll pick 3 winners who will be announced under next week's video. Cooled down a bit, let's put my jacket back on to say goodbye. I love each and every one of you. As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here. Over here is my Patreon where you can choose to support the channel. And up here is my first ever tutorial. Have a great day.